passing by like a moment in time.
It's a new movie produced right here in Utah. It takes us back to 400 AD and was inspired by the Book of Mormon. We have Darin Scott, the director, the writer, and star of the show, in studio with us right now. Darin, welcome here.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Okay, so tell us about your film.
Okay, first of all, it was shot in New York. Was not produced in Utah. It's produced in New York.
That's crazy. I'm like, that doesn't quite look like Utah, so tell me where.
That does not look like Utah. So.
Okay, so New York. Thanks for the clarification.
It's no problem. So it was set in ancient America, 5th century. It's kind of a forgotten time, believe it or not. It hasn't really been portrayed that much in cinema.
No.
You know, Apocalypto was like crosses timelines briefly toward the end of our film setting, and then Last Mohican comes over a millennium later, so it really is kind of an untouched time in cinema.
Why do you think that's the case?
I don't know. I mean,
Okay.
we don't know a lot about that history. Of course, the Book of Mormon.
Why.
Yeah, the Book of Mormon talks about that, and of course, not all the world believes the Book of Mormon, and so it's a really good opportunity to take something that I think some people think is fantasy, while millions believe is authentic pre-Columbian history, and we were able to kind of paint this cool picture and cast some awesome Native American actors speaking Blackfoot of all languages in the film. So yeah.
Wow. Okay, but you did say you have a small cast.
Yes. Yeah, we've got about 18 to 20 with the stunt people. So it's a pretty small, intimate cast. We did some CG, so there's some big, battle shots that look like there's a lot more, like 10,000 plus people.
Oh,
but,
sure. So whatever inspired you to start this? Because you've been working on it for over a decade.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. I've just always been inspired with heroes, heroic stories of heroes that have been able to kind of maintain their honor in dishonorable times. And I think that in some ways we kind of live a little bit like that right now. We live in a very divisive time. And it's just inspired me that there are these people that lived in the past that were able to live that way, and it inspires me. It's like I want to be able to live that way, as the world becomes more and more crazy, where we can just kind of be kinder to each other. And it's a warlike film, but it's actually about peace and unity, which is why it's so interesting. It's really surprising when you go to the theater. You can go to oathmovie.com. Don't do me any favors. Watch a trailer. If it excites you, grab some tickets right now. We're only in theaters for a while. So.
It did come out nationwide earlier this month, and it's still in select theaters around the country, so you can see it for yourself, and you can get tickets at any of the local theaters, no doubt. Right. What do you hope people take away?
I think it's in the name. I think we live in a time where we make and break promises so casually, and if nothing else, people will leave this movie and think about a time when oaths meant something. When we made promises and kept them to ourselves and to God, and I think we need to get back to that in our society, just keeping promises again. So,
I love it. Well, Darin, thank you so much. Happy holidays and congrats on the film.
Thank you so much.
Of course.